Hello, tarot friends. Thank you so much for joining me for this video that is really more for my amusement and benefit than anything else. I wanted to revisit a tag that I did a VR to, and it's the Cat Decks tag that was started by Tegan over at Cosmic Creeper. Tegan, if you're watching this, can you believe that was 5 years ago? That is insane to me. And actually, I believe that was how I first discovered Tegan and her channel. And then just recently, Julia over at Highly Sensitive Tarot did a cat deck collection video of her own. And that, in combination with having just received a cat themed deck from Kickstarter, I don't know, it just inspired me to revisit how many cat decks I actually have now. And when I rewatched that VR from 5 years ago, I had only two cat decks. So that video I spent like showing my actual cats and then just talking about the two, which were the Mystical Cats Tarot and the Spirit Cats Oracle. Both of them I no longer have. And I rehomed them because I just wasn't picking them up as much or really at all at that point. And I developed the opinion that animal decks just weren't for me since I just wasn't using them. So that was then. And now I have, I think I counted nine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, 9 cat themed decks, which is not bad, not bad at all. So I thought I would just kind of go through them for the sake of noting it for myself, documenting it here for myself, and we'll see how much the cat deck collection grows from this point on. If I'm remembering correctly, 3 of these decks I purchased for myself, and then others were very thoughtful gifts from friends and people in the community. Y'all are so wonderful and generous. So I will point out the ones that I did in fact purchase for myself. And I'll just start off with this most recent one, and the rest will not be in any kind of order, but since this one's top of mind, I did show this already in a previous flip through. This is my most recent acquisition, a Kickstarter deck called simply the Cat Tarot. Maybe there's not even an article, it's maybe just Cat Tarot. Super creative and imaginative, but there you have it. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this deck because I do have a video dedicated to that. So if you're interested in my initial impressions, you can hop on over there after this one's through. But yeah, and it's looks like it's in reverse order from the flip through because I still haven't used it yet. I haven't tried shuffling it yet. I know it's already going to be a bitch to shuffle. But yeah, I do love the art of this deck. I truly do. And even though there is more than one artist, and you can tell that there is more than one artist, I uh, I think I'll be able to set that aside. Once I begin using it, I think it won't be such a big deal. Perhaps it was just more noticeable to me as I was doing the actual flip through. But yeah, I'm just really enjoying this kind of color palette and the style of cats. Okay, let's go with the remaining ones that I purchased for myself, these next two. So this one is the Grimalkin's Curious Cats Tarot, right here, by MJ Cullinane. This is the indie version. There is a mass market version. And I've mentioned in previous videos that this was a deck that I actually purchased because I wanted um, a cat themed deck to read for somebody else specifically who was new to tarot and on the more conservative side, and he's a cat lover. So I thought, okay, let's use a deck with him that won't be, there'll be some familiarity just given like his love for cats. So something that he can enjoy in the imagery. And oh, by the way, this, just FYI, this image has been modified. There used to be a face here. So if you decide to get the mass market version, um, this card, this death card, will not look like this. So what was I saying? I totally interrupted myself. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted him to feel comfortable. And I wanted him to have imagery that would resonate with him in some way. And I felt like cats were the way to his heart. And he seemed to really enjoy this deck for the time that I was giving him his like monthly card readings. So, and then it turned out that I began to really enjoy this deck myself. I do like MJ Cullinane's collage style. I like the vibrancy of these cats, and I like how they're still cat-like and not super anthropomorphized. They're doing cat-like things overall in very realistic cat-like poses. Yeah, it's a really pretty deck, and I'm all about bright colors, as some of you may know. So this is definitely a favorite in terms of the cat decks that I have. So this other deck that I got for myself is the Magic Neko, which is now, once again, this is the indie version, and now it has gone mass market. And this is by Stasia Burrington, and this is a hybrid playing card slash oracle deck. So you can use this as just regular playing cards for games, but then it does come with a pamphlet with oracle meanings for each of these images. I just think this is such a precious and whimsical deck. I do love Stasia Burrington's art style in general, and I love the way that she draws cats. I do have some of her, I think I have a few of these images as actual cat stickers in my journals and such. So I'm a fan. And I confess, this isn't a deck that I pull out all that much, and I've been meaning to make more use of it this year. And so I had it pulled out to use just like a month or so ago, and it's still just kind of sitting there waiting to be used. But despite not using it very much, I still really love it, and I don't see it going anywhere. I think I have a sticker of this one. This next one, no stranger to my channel and my videos. It is Tarot of the Cat People. I definitely consider this a cat deck. It's titled Tarot of the Cat People, so even though there are people, they're humans, the theme is very cat focused. They are cat people, and there are cats in every single image. So I deemed this a cat deck, and definitely one of my top favorites as well. Is it the top cat deck? It might very well be, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I love these cats. This is a great one. And the cats are just so expressive. They're different sizes and colors, and they play different roles in the culture. So it's really cool. Next up is Page of Cats Tarot. And this is by Tina over at Queen of Wands on Instagram. Although I don't think that account is active anymore. But yeah, she created this based on just stock photography of cats. And she did a fantastic job curating these images. They are all such cute selection of cats. I don't know that this is available anymore. It used to be up on MPC, but I think it has since been taken down, or that she took it down, and so sorry, I don't know that it's available anymore, but I am very happy and honored to have this sweet deck. Here we have the Soul Cats Tarot. And this is one of two decks that I have by artist Adam Ohlers. And this one is Mass Market from Llewellyn. And at first, when I first saw this deck, when it was published and put out into the world, I just wasn't so sure about it. And I have since come around to really enjoy using this deck and enjoy the kind of background story or premise of why some of these decks, or why some of these cats have like wings, and why some of them appear a little more anthropomorphized in clothes and such than other cats, and just the whole idea of like that they're spirit cats, so they're able to glamour people versus showing their true authentic selves. And so that's the discrepancy there, and I find that like delightful and hilarious at the same time. It's the kind of, I don't know, silliness that really charms me. And so I lean into that. I do. And I just think, of course, the artwork is really beautiful. And to me, it's an easy reader. I have no difficulties in using this deck to read with. I will say, though, once again, the Tuxedo Cats get shafted in this and many other cat decks. In this next deck, the Tuxedo Cat does take center stage for like an entire suit, which I can totally appreciate and I love. And it also shows up on the cover of the Tuck box, which that's so cute. This is the Cat's Eye Tarot. This is another one of those decks where cats behave like cats. Here are the backs. Not a huge fan of the landscape backs, but ideal. It's like okay, It doesn't incense me. I would have opted for another choice, but whatever. So I love the art style of these cats as well. And as I said, probably my favorite thing about this deck is that we do see a lot of tuxedo cats, which have become my favorite kind of cat, just because I think, aside from Mia, which used to be Matt's cat, I've only had tuxedo cats. So, and of course now we are not seeing any tuxedo cats. Hold up. There we go. I think it's the cup suit in which we see that they are all tuxedos. I mean, this reminds me of all my cats when they were babies. So cute. Yeah. But this is a great deck, and I actually don't hear a lot about it, and I don't see it a lot on people's channels. but it's a good one. So if you're into cats and you're into cat decks, this might be one to check out. Here we have the Black Cats Tarot, the deck with the uncanny cats that look like they are from the Broadway musical Cats, as Sarah from Sunset Bow Tarot has pointed out before. And yeah, she is not wrong. These backs are really beautiful though. And while they are uncanny, I do appreciate this deck because it was a gift from Matt. And I will say this over and over, not it might sound like I'm trying to convince myself. And maybe I am just like a little bit, but no, honestly, this is like a decent deck. If this kind of style of cat doesn't bother you, it actually is a decent deck. And like I do appreciate some of the image renditions, uh, and this deck's particular take on some of the images. Like for instance, that's really cool. And I've pointed out in past videos, the Ten of Swords is one of my favorites actually. So it has read very well for me. I do love this kind of blue-black color scheme. I love black cats. I think this is a unique deck. We're gonna end on an over-the-top note with this deck right here, also called Cat Tarot. And this is a deck in which these cats are drawn as they've taken on the persona of like famous people, whether they be actual celebrities or characters played in film or in literature, etc. So like for instance, this is Rhett Butler from Gone with the Wind. This is some countess, or this is one I remember being like, I wasn't familiar with this one. Odysseus. Like, but can you see like how over the top this deck is? Marilyn Monroe, this ballet dude whose name I cannot remember, not the blonde guy that people know, but the other famous one. Anyway, yeah, it's just Walt Disney. Like it's really out there, and it gives me a good chuckle. I haven't used it yet to read with. Which is not to say that I don't want to. I just haven't gotten around to it, and I'm curious to see how this will read for me, because like, would this be too distracting? I don't know, but I think it'd be. It's a fun deck. Regardless, it's just a good time because I mean it's hilarious. I think it's absolutely hilarious. And yes, a lot of these images are uncanny because you know, kind of similar to the Black Cat's Tarot. It's yeah, but um, still, I actually, I don't, aside from like the whole uncanniness, like the art style is great. I think the artist is talented. So Don Quixote. All right. So this is where we shall end it. Do any of you have this deck? And if so, do you use it a lot? And let me know your thoughts on any of these cat decks. Do you have any of these? Are there certain ones that you are looking to add into your collection? do let me know. Thank you for indulging me as I go through my cat decks. I hope you all are doing well, and I will see you in the next video.